Hey guys, what's happening? I wanted to talk tonight about something that's near and dear to my heart, and I don't see a lot of people talk about it on Facebook groups or anything else. So I'm thinking maybe once a month doing a video like this just to update people who aren't in the loop on what's really going on in the world of trapping. A lot of you newer guys may not know, you've gotten into a sport or a lifestyle that we are probably the whipping boy of the anti-movement. So anything that happens, first off, you see with California, they go after trappers first. We are the devil. So just to bring you guys up on a few things going on in our country, was reading about this the other day. I had not seen anything about this. In New Hampshire, there's a bill to ban recreational trapping. I'm going to read you basically my rundown of this. 3 animal rights groups picketed the New Hampshire Trappers Association banquet recently to raise awareness to the public about trapping, the New Hampshire Trappers Association's relationship with the Miss New Hampshire Scholarship Program, and House Bill 1504, which would establish a committee to study prohibiting recreational trapping. Recommendations from that committee will be reported November 1st. I did not get time to research that too much. From my understanding, and I may be wrong, I'm thinking it has already passed to the point where they have put a committee on that to study. How did they word it? To study prohibiting recreational trapping. Basically, they want, and I'm sure there are no outdoorsmen or Department of Wildlife people involved in that study. But, anybody can bring this stuff up, fellas. It's happening right under our noses, and I don't know if some people just are oblivious to what's going on or what, but the rundown is these anti-groups. If you've never been to your Trappers Association banquet, they're a great time. You've got the guys that help out and members. They get together, have a banquet. They usually have auctions and drawings and all kinds of games and stuff. But so you got a picket line out in front of that. They're out there, I guess they had a life size, like a human size, somebody dressed up like a red fox, and they're basically talking trash about trappers. Then, I guess the New Hampshire Trappers Association, for, however many years, has been giving a scholarship to the Miss New Hampshire, whoever wins Miss New Hampshire, and they also present them with a fur coat. So they're throwing a fit about that. So this is the type of stuff that's going on, guys. Most recent Sportsman's Monthly from if you're not a member of Sportsman's Alliance, consider joining them. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let me hold it up here for a second. I'll read through this real quick. New Mexico Land Commissioner bans hunting and trapping on public land. New Mexico Land Commissioner Stephanie Garcia Richard has unilaterally banned hunting on another parcel of state land. The commissioner recently closed hunting and trapping on the Rio Grande Bosque Trust land, a 200-plus acre parcel close to Albuquerque that is popular with recreational shooters and hunters. The commissioner claims the land is not suitable for hunting or shooting because of its proximity to the city. That is what makes this land closure the most alarming, said Bruce Tague, Vice President of Government Affairs for the Sportsman's Alliance. Access to land near where people live is crucial for the future of hunting. The commissioner's decision has also been questioned by New Mexico State Representative Alonzo Baldonado, who recently penned a guest column in the Albuquerque Journal. What is most troubling is that this decision was made, now listen to this, This decision was made with zero input from sportsmen or the New Mexico Department of Fish and Game, he wrote. The commissioner claimed to be concerned about safety despite no evidence of legitimate safety concern. In addition, this is not the first time Commissioner Richard has closed state trust lands to sportsmen. Earlier this year, the commissioner single-handedly banned coyote contests on state trust lands and has proposed banning trapping of mountain lions on the same 9 million acres. New Mexico is increasingly becoming a state that is hostile to sportsmen and women. Guys, this is happening everywhere. And if you don't believe it's going to happen in your state, just wait. It's coming. And we can either just keep going on the way that we are, is keep your head in the sand. Oh, it's not going to happen here. It's not going to happen here. Then all of a sudden, all it takes is one person. We just had our in Ohio. We just had our open houses for the Department of Wildlife, and we had heard through the grapevine that the U.S. Humane Society was going to be up there putting in putting the word out that they want to stop coyote hunting contests in Ohio. But they want to stop trapping and everything else. But this is what they do. They go in small with something, and once they start chipping away at things and getting support, they're going to go bigger and bigger, guys. It happened with California, and they just sat there with their sitting on their thumbs. So, how can you help? The best way to help, and a lot of guys don't like joining trappers associations. I don't know why, but your Sportsmen's Alliance, your state trappers associations, your national trappers associations, Fur Takers of America, those are the guys that have the lawyers. They're paying the lawyers to fight this stuff for us. You know, you can't, an individual can't go out and hire a lawyer and say, I want to fight this. But if we work together, then that's to me, that's where Sportsmen's Alliance comes in, because it's not just a trappers association. It's not a bow hunters association. It's not a gun hunters association. It's the Sportsmen's Alliance. So, you know, at least consider joining those organizations. Last thing I want to talk about, state of Ohio. The latest thing that we had, people were upset about, was the state was going to make a change to the coyote hunting and trapping. They're basically going to put a season on trapping coyotes, and we're going to require a fur taker's permit to hunt coyotes. People were, some people were saying it's nothing but a money grab, but the truth is, and you can believe how you want. I mean, I really don't care that much how they do it, but a coyote has always been listed in the ORC as a fur bearer. If anybody wants to go and hunt raccoons, they need to have a fur bearer's license, fur bearer permit, fur taker's permit. If you want to hunt fox, same thing, you got to have fur taker's permit. Well, a coyote is a fur bearing animal, but a lot of guys want to argue, well, they're a nuisance animal. Well, there was no change put in that proposal, from my understanding, about a farmer shooting a nuisance coyote, or a farmer hiring somebody, or not hiring, but let's say your uncle owns some land and coyotes are going after his calves. You know, there's nothing that's going to stop you from going out there as his agent and killing coyotes on his land. To me, the biggest thing that I liked about that was that it would require anybody setting traps for coyotes to take the Trapper's Education Program. Now, guys, I know there's, I've talked to guys personally that are friends of mine that have never had a trapper's license, and they've trapped for many years. What I'm seeing more and more of is pictures and stories and videos of people losing animals with traps on their feet because they weren't properly staked off. Guys, that doesn't look good on trappers. And I mean, that brings back all of this stuff where the antis, I mean, you got an animal wanders out into town with a dog-proof, you got a raccoon with a dog-proof trap on his foot, you know, that doesn't look good. I mean, guys, get your, if you want to trap, even if you don't have to, go take a fur taker or a trapper's education course. I mean, you'll learn a lot from it. And I may upset some people on this. I may lose some subscribers. I don't know. But it's just, when something like that happens, it hurts trapping as a whole. It's not an individual thing. It hurts all of us. So I'm going to get off my soapbox on that. But last part of this is just wanted to give anybody that's in Ohio, or if you're close to Ohio and interested in coming, our upcoming events are March 21st, which will be in about 2 weeks, is our Trappers Association banquet. It'll be in Waldo, Ohio. If anybody's interested in any of these things, you can look up Ohio State Trappers Association online, and all the dates and addresses will be there. The Ohio State Trappers Association Region A Spring Meet is March 28th, and that will be in Prospect, Ohio. And our spring meets have they're pretty fun, guys. You get there at 9 o'clock, and you got a lot of demos. I mean, we've got at the spring meet, we're going to have Henry Beecher. I mean, he's pretty well known. Ray McMillan. But we've got lots of demos all day long. They usually last until about 3. You got a lot of tailgater setups. You can go there and you can get good deals. I mean, some really good deals on traps. Usually, you got some lure and bait makers there selling things. I mean, it's not like a convention, but there's quite a few guys there selling stuff. You go in there with a little bit of money and you can make out pretty good. It's a potluck lunch, so bring something if you want to eat. Bring something in, and I mean, there's some awesome food. I know I go to the one in Jeffersonville because the other ones are just too far of a drive. But we always have pretty awesome lunch there in Jeffersonville. But then there's always a benefit auction. People bring in donations, and Trappers Association auctions that off. The next thing is the Region C meet, which is my region, is the same day. It's March 28th at 9 a.m. And that's in Washington Courthouse, Ohio. Same things go on there. And then the last one is Saturday, April 4th, is the Region B spring meet for the Ohio State Trappers Association. And that is in Bloomingdale, Ohio. So, like I said, if you guys want any more information on any of that, shoot me a message or go on to the Ohio State Trappers Association website or their Facebook page, and you will definitely find out the addresses and what all you need. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, I'd like to put this information out, and I don't want to sound too biased on things, but like I said, guys, the only way to fight this is money. And the only people that are trying to fight this are your Trappers Associations, Sportsmen's Alliance, Fur Takers of America. They're all in it together. So, lawyers cost money, fellas. And they're not bad organizations to join. I mean, you usually get a hat, you get a bi-monthly magazine from most of them, and I mean, it's a small price to pay. Most of them's right around $30, $35, and that's for a year membership. And it really goes to benefit us. So check them out. I'm at right about 300 subscribers. Once I hit 500, I will be giving away a free year's membership to one of those. I'm going to pay for it out of my own pocket. So, you know, of the winner's choice, you know, if you live in, I don't care if you live in, you know, Arizona, if you want your membership for them, I will find out who to call, and I will call, and I'll get you set up with the membership form. But guys, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.